Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Monday, October 1st, 2018. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. Increase food security, reduce dependency on pesticides, and adopt integrated pest management. That was the theme for the September 23rd to 28th observance of Pesticide Awareness Week. The Department of Agriculture here on Nevis joined the observance by hosting a workshop for farmers on Thursday, September 27th. Randy Elliott is the director of the Department of Agriculture.
Pesticide is anything that we deem lethal to insects, pests, weeds, etc., but non-lethal to human beings and non-targeted crops. Over the years, we would have seen some issues in terms of pesticides being lethal to humans. There are some farmers who are also of the notion that more, meaning more effective, in terms of if I use more chemicals, it will be more effective on our pests, which is not true. And we have always advocated for persons to ensure to follow the instructions on the labels of these pesticides. The theme also integrated pest management. It is not something new. It is a very old theme. And we do believe that there are a number of persons here who have been doing it for quite some time. But still, there are a number of persons here, or a number of persons on the island of Nevis, who have become dependent on the use of pesticides. Hence why FAO and the Toxic and Pesticide Board in St. Kitts would have selected this theme to reduce our dependency on the usage of pesticides.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Huey Sargent, chaired the opening ceremony.
In a world now where we are going towards organic agriculture and to use as much as possible natural remedies, and that is where I am pleased when I see adopt integrated pest management, in that it seeks to use natural remedies so that we can have food and nutrition security. I'm sure we don't want to end up in a situation where we're thinking that we're producing local and nutritious foods, and then we have residual effects from pesticides. So we are feeding you on one hand, giving you nutritious food, but then they're also slow poisoning you. And I'm sure we don't want a situation like that to occur, and that is why this meeting is very important.
The workshop was facilitated by Quarantine Officer at the Department of Agriculture, Quincy Bart.
We'll be focused on pesticides, pesticide uses, what are pesticides, the type of pesticides, and a few integrated pest management systems that you can apply on your farm to reduce some of the use of pesticides, and some homemade remedies for pesticides.
The Food and Agriculture Organization FAO reports for St. Kitts and Nevis shows the average pesticide application per unit of cropland measured in 2008 was as high as 3.65 kilograms per hectare, but since 2014 application rates have decreased considerably to 0.31 kilograms per hectare, with a tendency to increase. There is a need to convey the message that prevention of adverse health and environmental effects due to pesticides, promotion of health, and proper pesticide use are profitable investments for all members of society as a support mechanism to sustainable development. In more local news,
I salute all seniors on the island during this your special month of celebration. Happy International Day of Older Persons and Happy Seniors Month.
Minister of Social Development, the Honorable Eric Evelyn, delivering his address on the occasion of International Day of Older Persons, today Monday, October 1st, and the celebration of Seniors Month here on Nevis. This year's theme is Celebrating Older Human Rights Champions.
As we in Nevis join with the millions throughout the world to celebrate International Day of the Elderly, we recognize the contributions made by our seniors to the development of our island and for the freedoms to enjoy our human rights. Although many of their contributions may never be lauded or be documented, it is because of their championing of causes and fighting the battles why we now have the rights to universal education, healthcare, freedom of speech and association, and to make choices in free and fair elections. I take this opportunity to urge family members to continue to care for and respect the elderly, cherish them, spend quality time with them, take them out, but most importantly, learn from them.
The month of activities in celebration of the island's older persons commenced on Sunday, September 30th, with a worship service at the St. James's Anglican Church.
This Friday, October 5th, there is a seniors march from the Longstone Wall to the ETW Park starting at 9 a.m. Our seniors will be featured on Vaughan Radio's Morning Inspiration every Monday. On Wednesdays, except for the final Wednesday of the month, our caregivers will be engaged in an initiative dubbed To the Homes with Love. This involves the selection of a number of homes of seniors which will be visited and given special attention and treatment. On Friday, October 12th, the Seniors Division will collaborate with the Mental Health and Health Promotion Units in the hosting of the annual Health Fair, and that would run from 8 a.m. to 12 noon. The Flamboyant Nursing Home will celebrate a week of activities from Sunday 14th to Saturday 20th. During that week, there will be the appreciation of centenarians and donations made to the Flamboyant Nursing and the St. George and St. John Senior Citizens Homes on Tuesday 16th. There are 4 centenarians on the island, 2 residing at the Flamboyant Nursing Home and 2 residing at their respective homes in Gingerland. All 4 centenarians are from St. George, Gingerland. A family fun day has been organized for Thursday 18th at the ETW Park starting at 10 a.m. Family members of seniors and members of the public are being specially invited to join our seniors on that day of fun. On Tuesday 23rd, there is an intergenerational exchange at the Charlestown Primary School. Our month of activities will include the inaugural Family Trivia, slated for Saturday the 27th at NEPAC, commencing at 5 p.m. Here again, family members and members of the public will be invited to show your support. The month will climax with the annual Seniors Gala at occasions on Wednesday 31st.
Minister Evelyn also expressed gratitude to the members of staff at the Department of Social Services Senior Citizens Division for not only their excellent efforts in ensuring that the seniors on Nevis receive the best possible service, but also for organizing the month of celebration of the island's senior citizens. Charlestown Secondary School is the winner of Part 2 of the Independence Inter-High School Debating Competition held by the Social Policy and Sustainable Human Development Unit in partnership with the Department of Youth and Sports. Part 2 of the competition took place on Saturday, September 29th at the Nevis Performing Arts Center, NEPAC, with the mood, "The sustainable economic growth of Nevis will be best attained by its federal union with St. Kitts than through a separate path for independence." The Charlestown Secondary School, represented by Ricardo Rodriguez and Lauren Lawrence, opposed the move.
Moderator, people are more successful when they are given the freedom to make decisions on issues that impact their lives. For instance, with the high level of autonomy given to the NIA since independence in 1983, the island has experienced exponential economic growth rates with the development of International Financial Services Center, the attraction of foreign investments, including the renowned Four Seasons Resort, improvements in health and education, and the development of its infrastructure, including roads, electricity, water, and ports. The level of achievement was not possible under the statehood arrangement. This shows that beyond any doubt, Nevisians have the capacity to manage their own affairs, separate and apart from St. Kitts.
The proposition was represented by Delcia Burke and Dahlia Slack of the Nevis Sixth Form College. Slack earned the award for Best Speaker. A number of awards were presented that evening for the first and the second nights of the debating competition. Junior Minister of Education, the Honorable Troy Liebert, presented participation plaques to all of the participants. The winners' trophies were presented by Minister of Social Development, the Honorable Eric Evelyn. The moderator for the evening was Rohan Isles. The competition was a part of the Independence 35 activities, which is being held under the theme Love, Service, Patriotism and Pride, Independence 35. Still to come.
That was the point where I knew for sure this is what I wanted to do.
We'll give you the details after this break. Welcome back. All media houses and members of the Press Corps are cordially invited to the monthly press conference, which will be hosted by Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley, on Tuesday, October 2nd, 2018. The event will commence at 10 a.m. at the Cabinet Room on the second floor of the Social Security Building at Penny's Estate. At the press conference, Premier Brantley will provide an update on matters of national interest, and members of the press will have the opportunity to ask questions. The press conference will be broadcast live on Nevis Television NTV, Channel 99, NevisTVOnline.com, NTV Go App, NTV Facebook page, and NTV YouTube page. The official opening of the speech room took place on Thursday, September 27th at the Nevis Performing Arts Center, NEPAC, where Minister of Youth in the Nevis Island Administration, the Honorable Eric Evelyn, congratulated the owner and manager, Zakia Thompson. The speech room is a business which offers speech, language, and educational services, including cognitive communication and treatment of feeding and swallowing disorders in individuals from birth to adults.
So I would like at this point to heartily congratulate Zakia on this move. I think this is a very momentous occasion, a very historic occasion indeed, because it's not very often we hear about speech therapy and speech therapist. And so I probably believe that Zakia may be the first speech therapist on the island. If so, kudos to you once again. And of course, here again, you're from St. George's. And St. George's like to lead. And so congratulations to you, Zakia, on taking this very bold step. And as I said, we as an administration, we fully support persons who take on the lead role to manage their own business.
Junior Minister of Health and Gender Affairs in the Nevis Island Administration, the Honorable Hazel Brandy Williams, in delivering brief remarks, also congratulated Thompson.
I first touch on the area of youth. Zakia is still in the youth bracket. And when we see our youths all over are getting themselves involved in all sorts of unsavory activities, Zakia has withstood the test of time. Another pillar I would want to touch on is the fact that she's a woman. In an era where women is expected to take second place, she has broken that glass ceiling and she's forging ahead and has now developed her own niche, her own business. Zakia, I am eternally proud of your efforts.
Owner and manager of the speech room, Zakia Thompson, expressed her gratitude to all who have helped her thus far. She also spoke about her experience in St. Kitts, where she held a free speech and a language screening for children, which attracted more than 100 persons.
Parents came to me with so many questions and concerns. My 2-year-old stopped talking, what do I do? Or my 5-year-old, I can't understand anything my 5-year-old is saying. My 10-year-old has cerebral palsy with no form of communication. How am I going to talk to my child? These were questions and concerns that they had, which I was able to answer, and it felt amazing. So as I said, that was the point where I knew for sure this is what I wanted to do, and I needed to do it here in St. Kitts and Nevis because my country needed help.
Therapy services offered by the speech room are open to special needs persons as well as those who are typically developing. That's how we ended this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, thank you for viewing.